Hi guys, welcome to Brains and the Beat. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying tuned to your girl. So this is a big one. We have a transgender candidate running for general elections in Jamaica for 2021. So let's get into the story. It says, a 29-year-old political activist is seeking to become the first openly transgender member of parliament to the SLT in the House of Representatives. Rich Richards has said that he will run as an independent candidate in the St. Andrew Northeastern constituency in the next general election, constitutionally due in 2021. The constituency is presently represented by Delroy Chuck of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Richards, who broke ranks with People's National Party on Monday, said he had been a member of the party since he was 15 years old. There has been a change of plan. As of today, Monday, I am in the process of putting together a campaign team. I am going to be running as an independent candidate. It is complicated, it's very complicated, and people try to be politically correct when it comes to the LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning or queer. People speaking out. It gets challenging, but I will be a candidate in the next general election, Richard said in an interview with the Jamaica Observer. He was responding to questions regarding his decision to run on his own ticket. Richard said he began as a constituency representative for the PNP Youth Organization before moving on to a campaign officer for John Paul White, who ran unsuccessfully in the St. Andrew Northeastern. I was booted off the campaign by someone because of the obvious. I was a part of another campaign team. I was the front runner on another campaign team organizing the workers list and all of that. I've sat on the executive of the constituency for the party as the vice chair and as the youth organization representatives. So he has been a part of our parliament or government system for a long time, especially if he said it's since he was 15 years old. Today I've taken the decision to run independently. I'm not bitter nor want to badmouth the party. I'm just not leaving my future up to a decision from a party, he stated. Richard said running as an independent candidate will have its advantages. He pointed out that he is familiar with the constituency and the constituents, and he also said being born in the constituency has its advantages as well. I know Northeast St. Andrew like the back of my hand. All 72 PDs polling divisions, having canvassed them, a man will not necessarily vote for you because he will say you're a Labourite or a comrade, but being independent does allow me to access the boost voters from the JLP and PNP. It also allows me to access those young people because I am also a promoter who has kept party in the spaces in Northeast St. Andrew. So that will allow young people to vote for me because of my name, he said. He said since his time in politics, he has implemented several programs across the constituency, including special teaching classes at schools. I also had a program where I assisted young boys who had fallen out of school to get back. So I have been here and I have been doing what needed to be done, he noted. He told the Observer that being transgender will not affect his chances at the polls despite the stigma surrounding those in the LGBTQ community. I think my sexuality gives me an advantage because LGBTQ persons aren't naturally prone to voting, and I will live in Upper St. Andrew. This constituency, most of the communities are large, so that will give me an advantage. whether it's familiar face or a person of said persuasion. I think it's the right time. We're at a place where we've left the Carleen Curlow, who has done so much in her one term as a member of parliament, to Delroy Chuck, whom the JLP rewarded as the Minister of Justice. He has also served so many positions in the JLP. To be frank, this constituency is the smallest constituency in terms of size across Jamaica, and the constituency with the least lower level poor constituents. He has done very little. He is receiving the same amount of money as South St. Andrew, East Kingston, and East Rural St. Andrew, which are bigger constituencies, and there is no work done by Delroy Chuck in the Northeast St. Andrew. He has been there for almost 18 years, and we don't have a community center. We don't have any form of social activity geared towards children or at-risk youth. There is no stamp that the Member of Parliament has made in Northeast St. Andrew and looked and be a non-partisan and say he has done a good job, Richard stated. He said his main focus will be on the youth of the constituency if elected PM. So, this is a transgender female that transgender into a male. And quite frankly, I feel like going on an independent ticket is definitely going to give her advantage. A lot of youths in Jamaica do not vote because they can't be bothered with the same JLP, PNP campaign trail promises that at the end of the campaign, when they get elected, they don't stick to their word. They don't say, they'll say they're gonna get this done, get the road fixed, get a center for that particular constituency, and none of it happens when they actually get elected. So a lot of young people are tired of the old same JLP, same PNP foolishness that they like to breathe down our throats as far as their campaign trails go. That will give her a definite advantage. As far as being LGBTQ, I think it has its advantages, and I also think it has its disadvantages. As far as being LGBTQ, I feel like millennials are more open. Millennials don't care what you are, who you are, or who you're trying to be, as long as you have the right skill set, you have a good heart, and you actually keep the promises that you make while you're campaigning, then you're going to have those people's vote, and you're going to have the LGBTQ community's vote also, because they normally don't vote. The part where I feel like the whole transgender LGBTQ is going to have a disadvantage for him is where the church is concerned. Jamaica has the most Jamaica has one of the most churches per square meter in the world, and you can Google it if you think I'm lying. That's how many churches are in Jamaica. So the church is very much involved in Jamaica, involved in the government, whether it's PNP or JLP, and they have a lot of say and a lot of power. All one candidate can do when Richard is running is say, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, and everybody that is a Christian, everybody that belongs to a particular denomination is going to vote for that person and not Richard. And that is where I feel like the whole LGBTQ transgender part is going to have a disadvantage for him. But quite frankly, I feel like we are in a space now where we need to see change. We're in a space now where we're tired of the same old, and the fact that she is running on her own ticket, on an independent ticket, shows other Jamaicans that if they have the right skill set, they have the right team behind them, no matter what you are, who you are or who you choose to be, you can do what you set yourself out for, whether you're LGBTQ, whether you're just a person that wants to be a part of the parliament but don't want to be a part of JLP and don't want to be a PNP. You can run on a independent ticket. And honestly, me and my husband talked about this before, and we always say that if someone run on an independent ticket and actually won, they're probably going to kill them. And we have talked about this numerous times on our live. To see her, or to see him I should say, going on an independent ticket just shows others like myself that if you really want to be a part of Jamaica's parliament, government, if you really want to make a change, you can do it. You're gonna have to have a lot of protection. You're gonna have to have a lot of things put in place for you, but it shows you can do it. So big up to him for stepping out and actually going for his dreams, goals and aspirations, regardless of who he sees himself as. I feel like it's time. I feel like as a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, born and raised, I visit all the time. We are at a state where I can see a transgender in the government. A lot of Jamaicans are way more open-minded now than they used to be, and they're a lot more tolerant, and they're tired of the same old foolishness from the JLP and PNP. So if she can come in and give us something new, different, and something that's actually going to work and help our government, I don't see why not. Quite frankly, you had my vote. You would have my vote if I was in Jamaica in that particular constituency. So big up yourself, and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.